Okay, 4.1 layouts, display none. Let's read the instructions. I have a bunch of code here. If I run it, I need to be invisible. That's my first H2. My second H2 is I need invisible and gone from layout. I have a bunch of unordered list and list items. My name is Bond. And then I have something that says this is a paragraph strong with some words more important than others. And then it says this is another paragraph. All right, so let's look at this. Hide the first H2 element, but keep the space that it uses. So use the visibility rule. So we already know about display none, but we're going to talk about visibility. So that's the first H. My first H2. Control C. My first H2, and I identify it by ID with the hashtag, and visibility none. Oh, sorry, not visibility none. Visibility is hidden. And now what you'll see is you'll still see two spaces between where it says I need to be invisible and gone from layout. When I run my code, you'll see it's still there. It's just hidden. Now the second thing it says, now hide the second H2, but this time use display.none to also release the area and space that it was using. So this gets rid of the space it was using when I say display is none. So how do I do this? I say my second, I think that's what we called it, H2, and I called it display, and I wrote none. And if I run my code, you'll see it disappeared, and it's also pushed up, right? So let's get rid of this for a second. Control X. You'll see it's still there. I hide it. It's hidden. All right. Make all the li elements of the myul index myul to display inline. Okay, so we only have those li's here. So we want it to display inline. So we just select all li's, list items, and we say display, oops, not this direction, display inline. And if we run my code, we get my name is Bond, exactly how we want it posted. All right, now we'll get to this part in a minute, and I'll tell you the importance of this. So, but let's do number 4 first, since we already got almost exactly what we need. Make the strong elements display as block elements. That will turn them into blocks and basically separate them. So all I have to do is say strong and display blocks, right? They're not inline. They're automatically inline, but now I'm going to turn them into blocks. And that separates this paragraph. Anytime you see the strong tags, it turns it into a block element, so it breaks everything up. Okay, so now let's look at why it specified myul. Okay, even though this is not even called myul, there's no myul on this page. So let's just call this ID equals, for God's sakes, myul. Let's get rid of that hashtag. That hashtag only identifies it as an ID. And let's throw another set of ULs. Control C. Let's dump another one. And let's not give it the code myul. And let's say, let's just call it 2. All right, so 2, there's a first one and there's a second one. If I run the code, my name 2 is 2 Bond. Now what this did was it turned every li into an inline statement. But what if I only wanted to do one of them, myul? And the way you do that, and the way it's specified here, is you say my UL, oops, capital L, I think. Let's check it out again. My UL, yes, it's capital L. And then you specify, you grab the ID and you say any LIs within that ID and you run it, and then you make it inline, and then everything else is just default. We're not talking about all LIs, we're talking about LIs within the container of a container with the ID myUL. And that's the difference. That's everything you can learn from this exercise 4.1.